International Roofing Expo in Las Vegas, and we are on the Coffee Conversations live sound stage sponsored by SRS. So excited. My name is Heidi Ellsworth, and this is a live RLW with our friends from ICO and Labor Central. We have Jack and John. I'm so excited.
Morning,
we are
Heidi.
going to have a real RLW right here.
Fantastic. It's great to see you. Thanks for having us.
I know.
We're kicking off the show strong.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So, Jack,
yes.
can you start out with an introduction? I love your introductions, by the
Sure.
way.
My introduction, you got it. My name is Jack, and these are two of my best friends. I'm on the marketing team. I'm a director on the marketing team over at ICO, overseeing residential roofing for North America, and also our Roof Pro loyalty program, which is where we have partnered with Labor Central. And I know it's not kind to brag, you're supposed to be humble, but we were the first manufacturer to partner with Labor Central.
Yes,
and
you were.
That's something that we're very proud of, and something that we want to celebrate here this morning.
I don't think that's bragging. I think that's smart.
Yes, exactly.
Smart marketing.
Yes, agreed.
Smart, yes. And you know, I love smart marketing. I love it when being a thought leader, being up front, really working. So, John, please introduce yourself in Labor Central.
Yeah, my name's John Van Beek. I'm the Chief Revenue Officer with Labor Central. Labor Central, we're going to tell you all about it. Great, fantastic platform that connects roofers with install crews.
Yes. So, this is all about the next technology revolution. Had to get my glasses on, got a little cheat sheet here. But this is the next technology revolution. I have to tell you, I've been involved with Labor Central. This really is. This is the next thing. This is how we're bringing the industry together. And so it's technology, John, but it's more. That's what I'm kind of, it's a cultural shift.
Yep.
A
Absolutely.
cultural shift for us through technology, which we love. So let's start with, I want to start with that kind of the culture of the industry right now. We have a labor shortage. We know it.
Yep.
But on the other side of it, we all say this, we have a labor shortage, we know. But on the other side of it, do we really? Do we really have a labor shortage? John, what do you think?
Yeah, that's a very, very interesting question, because if you look at the roofing industry currently, mainly looking at the residential market, 95% of all residential roofing contractors use install crews, 1099, to do the project. So what you have is you've got residential contractors employing install crews.
Right.
But there are very few contractors that can keep install crews busy every day. And all that install crew wants to do is they want to bang shingles, get paid, and go home. So what happens is that install crew then goes and works for another contractor, and hence the contractor who wants to use them can't because they're busy.
Right.
So is there a labor shortage?
Yeah, because you can't get your normal crew. But are there others?
There are many others.
Right, right. And you know, and I'm going to go a little bit off track here, but we are seeing a number of roofing companies that are starting to make a little bit of a shift. Whereas before they were really strong in sales and marketing, but now they may be looking at what's happening out there, and they're like, we're just going to go install. This is where we're really great, we're installed. So not only do you have your traditional installation crews, but you're starting to see some companies that are starting to shift that way. Are you seeing that a little bit with your companies?
Yes, we are. I mean, we have roof pros from across North America, and what we want to offer them is a way to accomplish their goals, which happen to coincide with our goals, right? The more ICO shingles, the better.
Right.
So we want to make sure if they have a challenge with labor, or if they are expanding into new markets, that's one of the most exciting ways that our roof pros have utilized Labor Central, is that as they continue to grow with us, they go into new markets that they perhaps don't know as well.
Right.
To be able to just snap your fingers and get a roofing crew, not so easy if you don't have contacts there or experience working there. So by utilizing the amazing service that Labor Central provides, our roof pros are able to continue to grow their business, and or if they are reprioritizing what they do, they now have a way by using Labor Central to be able to focus on that and accomplish those goals.
And let's just talk about that a little bit, because I want everyone to kind of understand what we're talking about as we go through this. So John, Labor Central, kind of explain how it works.
Yeah, so I mean, you're absolutely right. There's so much technology in the roofing business currently, right?
Yeah.
from getting your lead to marketing to doing the close with a homeowner, to visual aids, to aerial measurements, to visualizers where you can change the color of the roof. There's all this sort of stuff. And now there's a technology solution for labor.
Yes.
Whereas before there was not.
Yeah.
So now, instead of saying to the homeowner, hey, when can you come and do my roof? Let me get back to you. You can say, hey, we'll be there next week.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So Labor Central has a huge database. I think we're over 2,000 and more individual install crews, which can vary in size between 5 and 20 people. So we've got a huge database, and the way it works is that you as a contractor would register on laborcentral.com/IKO, and you have to become a
IKO Roof Pro.
Roof Pro.
Which you want to be anyway.
Of course.
Okay.
Who wouldn't?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So once you sign up, you have two ways to search for crews. An easy way is to basically look for a crew by city, state, and then you start identifying what you want from that crew.
Yeah.
What size of crew? Do you want them to be OSHA certified? Do you want them to have workman's comp liability insurance? The size of crew. Once you stipulate everything, which really takes 2 minutes, you post and you'll get a list of install crews that match everything you're looking for. But the one that we like the most is post a project. Because the more information you give an install crew, the less communication you have with them. And the faster you can make the deal, the faster they can do the project. With post a project, you would download your aerial measurement report, put it in there, and all the other details that you would have when you're looking for a crew would be there too. But that gives that install crew so much more information. Where it's located, is it a 1-story, 2-story, what size is it? And then that really diminishes that sort of communication that you have with crews. They then in turn text you back saying, yes, I'm available.
Yes.
Because on that poster project, you're going to say start and end date. They're going to come back and say, yes, I'm available. And then you in turn can check their profile to make sure that's the crew you want. And then away you go. Just like that. Easy.
And I know it's not exactly Uber, but we have gotten used to, we're kind of a Uber,
on demand,
Amazon.
Right? On demand.
Right?
I want it quick.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're that society now.
For sure.
And so this is making that opportunity happen. I mean, roof measurements, John and I have a little history there. Roof measurements, crews, product, amazing product that can all be ordered and all be put into one place to make it really an amazing customer experience for your customers, for the homeowners and building owners.
Correct. And more work for people, which is also an incredible thing. That is what also makes us proud, is that if we can have some small hand in creating more American jobs and getting people busy, helping people grow their livelihood, oh my gosh, that's the best.
That's one of the things I love about this platform too. It's like we said, there are some amazing installation crew companies out there that are doing this every day, but there's also a lot of companies, like I said earlier, who maybe they're in an area that's a little soft right now.
Yes.
They can go out and they can be like, and they can find jobs.
Correct. Yes.
And work.
I know.
Paid.
Yeah.
I think it is such a win across the board.
I couldn't agree more, because roofing is amazing. I mean, you meet people who perhaps are not familiar with our industry. I'm sure you guys are like me. You just can't help get excited about talking about the things and the trends that we're seeing in our industry, and the fact that we're also working together with you guys to help create jobs, help people put food on their table, support their families. It's the best.
I know.
Find a solution.
Yeah.
Find a solution. So, Jack, when IKO being the first to partner, I remember the press release. I know it's everything. So talk a little bit about what are you seeing with Roof Pro? How is this culturally kind of bringing working within your contractors, obviously within your amazing program? Give us a little bit of a feel for that.
Well, one way that it's working within the program is that we have brought John to speak at our Profit Power seminars across the country. I think you've been to 2 of them so far, and you're speaking at we're doing these Profit Power events that we do. We do 6 every year across North America. and they are events usually at minor league baseball stadiums.
Wow.
Or somewhere fun. We did go-karting when we were in Montreal, and we're going to do axe throwing in a couple of weeks also in Canada. But we do these events across the US and Canada. They are for our roof pros. We usually get about 100 people to come out and hear from ICO, hear from our partners, right? We like to brag about the amazing services that we have. So we have brought Labor Central out to meet with our people to get in front of them so that they could utilize the solution. It's been so successful for Roof Pro that we are taking the shows that we do across North America and bringing that here to our booth at the IRE in Vegas. So we're having a mini profit power today and tomorrow at our booth, and John's going to be one of our speakers, which is really cool.
That is
I'll be there
great.
3.
Okay.
Come on by.
So if you're watching this on YouTube, which I hope you are right now, and you're here at the IRE show, tell us again, what time?
Absolutely. 3 o'clock today,
3
right?
o'clock.
Yeah.
3 o'clock today at booth?
At booth ICO. 6907, probably. Look it up. Yeah, the big awesome one.
Yeah,
the one with all the people there.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one.
Yes.
I love this culture because, we just had a coffee conversation a couple weeks ago, and we talked about the labor shortage, and we also talked about the dark side of the labor shortage, right? Yeah. That we're finding that not everyone is following safety. They're not all following regulations. And if you haven't watched it, go watch it. It was great. Jason Stanley was on it. We had McKay Daniels. It was so good. But I think it's this kind of technology and these kind of programs that are bringing people together that they are saying, you know what?
For sure.
Safety's number one.
Yes.
Right? Talk a little bit about that.
Yes. The keyword in Roof Pro, is it roof or is it pro, right?
Yeah.
You got to be safe.
So
if you want to grow your business, you want to make sure that you're doing everything the right way.
Yeah.
And we have partners to help people also ensure that they're being safe on the roof, doing it the right way. And those are things that we promote as well. When we created our Blueprint for Roofing series, which is a 19-video installment about soup to nuts, how to install a roof, we had 1 or 2 episodes directly dedicated to safety, and we encourage people to even go beyond the video, understand the rules and regulations of their local municipalities and where they are to make sure that you could just go above and beyond. It's so easy to get lazy. It's easy to just assume that you know what you're doing, but people are one slip away from really just a very dangerous industry. So
it is.
Yeah, rope up.
And we need to make that move for education. And that's one of the things that I love about Labor Central. I'm bilingual. You are sending out texts in Spanish all the time. You're sharing information. I know about pro certification, about safety. Talk a little bit about the importance of that language.
Well, for us, Heidi, it's really about access to education.
Yeah.
So we're a partner with the NRCA. We're actually a partner with Informa over here at the show. And really, it's about bringing IKO, other manufacturers, the NRCA. There's so much information and data and videos and tests you can take on all kinds of safety, OSHA, installation, lots of education that these install crews weren't aware of.
Exactly.
So what we're doing is we're sending out text messages saying, hey, click this link, go to the NRCA. Everything's in Spanish, you don't have to worry. NRCA has actually done a great amount of investment in actually building out the Latino pages in Spanish, which is fantastic.
Yes.
So that's what we're doing at Labor Central. We really want to provide those resources that are for free and easily available that they're not aware of.
And bringing the information from ICO, from NRCA,
exactly.
100%,
through that to really break that language barrier, which is so important. And Labor Central has been instrumental in really helping Informa and IRE this year with registration and having Spanish opportunities.
For sure. Exactly.
Yes, I think it's so important. We are seeing, I think, a lot of improvement. I'm looking for the right words, but for improvement in the industry of being inclusive with the Latino culture, and really, I mean, it's 30%. It's 30% of our industry.
That Blueprint for Roofing series that I mentioned earlier, the Spanish language version of that series is our most popular YouTube content.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Yeah. See, that is so great. Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about and I want to start with you, Jack.
Sure.
Your contractors, or
Yes.
your roof pros.
Yes, love them.
Yes, they are the best.
Was that the question?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That was the question. Now, a second question
Yeah.
is, what are you hearing from them about Labor Central?
I'm hearing that they're thrilled that such a solution exists.
Yeah.
I mean, that first of all, they're validating the need,
Right.
Which is the first thing that you want if you're opening a technology company,
Yeah.
to hear the marketplace say, yes, please, finally.
Right.
And that's why John continues to be just such a popular speaker at our events, and that's why when we're creating our partner catalogs and we're pushing out the solutions that we have for roofers, Labor Central is always on the top of the list.
Right.
It's something that they need. It's something that they don't really know exists. So we're here to help spread the gospel. That's why I came today.
I know. This is it. This
Yeah.
is so perfect. So, John, as you're speaking at these events, what are you hearing from the contractors? And what are some, and I had a question earlier that I wanted everybody to hear. How many crews do you have right now?
I may be off on the number, but I think it's around 2,300.
2,300. Okay. That's pretty.
And each crew has 5 to 20.
Right. So it kind of goes back to that first question. Is there a labor shortage? Right? We don't
Right.
know. I mean, yes, but no. In a way, it's like, are you looking in the right places? And are you able to communicate? So as you are, right? Yeah, as you are doing these classes with ICO and really going around educating contractors, what are you hearing and how is it changing their businesses?
Yeah, so change is always difficult, right?
Yeah.
But what we're trying to say is, hey, change is coming. You have to change, right? In order for you to be successful at your businesses. The number one thing is crews move all the time.
Okay.
They don't stay in Las Vegas forever. If there's a hailstorm in Dallas,
Right.
Texas,
Yeah, they're going.
and
They're
they
going.
know I can get work every single day for 3 months, I'm
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah.
Right? So, and then, so Labor Central is there really to alleviate that frustration point. And what we found is once contractors try it, and I think when we talk about trying, Heidi and I were both at Eagleview
Yes.
years and years ago when they first started. Trying to convince a roofing contractor about aerial measurements was crazy, right?
They were
Are you
not interested.
Not interested.
No.
So
Really?
this-
I can't even believe that.
I know.
That's
and now
wild.
look where we're at.
That's crazy.
It's all
Okay.
everybody uses.
Yeah.
Right.
So this is the same where we at, where you have to trust the data of Labor Central and the profiles of those install crews.
Yes.
And once we find contractors using it, we have, I think last month, the month of January, there were 1,375 projects posted.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
So that's contractors posting
See,
a project
there is really a need. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
and looking for a crew and the crew
Right.
replying immediately.
Right.
So what we're doing is we're building that trust factor. Once they try it and they use it and say, man, it works.
Yeah.
It's easy.
Yeah. It's true. And I know I've heard from contractors too, the same thing. And, as we're looking at this, John, I mean, you said this at the very beginning, but our workforce has changed. I mean, when you look at, and I should maybe say the roofing companies have changed, where before they had their own crews, now everyone is using sub-crews. And so that, if you aren't kind of having that ability to at least, even what we're hearing on some fronts too, even companies that have their own employees, right, their own crews, they all are getting so much work that they need to actually also look for sub-crews, find that network. And I think the network is what's so important. This technology allows it to become a community and a network. And what are you hearing from the crews?
Very, very positive feedback. Because if you just think about a crew, right, all I want to do is, and I've said this before, but I'm going to repeat myself because it's so factual. All I want to do is I want to go to work every day. I want to be safe. I want to get paid, and I want to go home.
Right. So true.
If I can do that, and that's why they like the Labor Central platform, because they get job requests all the time.
Yeah.
So they can then start actually scheduling versus relying on a contractor.
Right.
by saying, hey, okay, I finished this job, when's your next one?
Right.
Next week. Well, what do I do for the next 3 days?
Right.
So this is really helping them, and we're getting very, very positive feedback on that.
That's great.
And this might be a little controversial, but I'm still going to say it.
Yep.
But I think Labor Central, I know, I think Labor Central is also starting to make companies and crews, but companies especially, accountable about being respectful, right? Because now there is a lot of work out there, so I want to be safe, but I also want to be respected.
Exactly.
Right, and technology kind of evens that playing field and gets everybody on the same level. And it seems to me like that respect level has increased.
Absolutely, because it gives that crew now another option.
Yeah.
If they're working for somebody that is disrespectful to them, then I'll say, hey, I'll just go on Labor Central and I'll get work.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'll find somebody that actually respects me.
Right.
As a Hispanic
Just like
Latino
that.
person.
This is the part I love.
Right.
I think it's going to change
Yeah.
the industry. I think I know it's changing the industry, but I think there's subtleties that people aren't even aware of yet. It's just like with Eagle View, right?
Right.
People didn't realize, oh, it's more than just measurements. I can use it for my sales, my marketing, so many different things. That's the way Labor Central is right now. It is actually culturally changing the industry.
I agree.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah, it's amazing. And it's amazing to even play a small role in promoting this, and congratulations on the growth that you've seen, and I hope we continue to grow together. It's amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, I want to talk about your partnership with Labor Central.
Yes.
Okay, I'm a roof pro.
Okay.
I want to be someday. When I grow up, can I be a roof pro?
100%.
Okay.
We'll get you in. We'll find a back door for you.
Someday, perfect.
Yes.
I love that. Okay, so I'm a roof pro, and I want to get started with this. Let's first of all start off with, how do I become a roof pro?
So you become a roof pro by just Googling, I want to become a roof pro.
Yeah.
You'll probably see our brand new Roof Pro in 90 seconds overview video that we have with some of our top contractors from the US and Canada, which is very cool.
Yeah.
So just Google, I want to become an ICO Roof Pro, and there's a number of ways to do it. We'll get you signed up. Once we get you signed up, and at this point, you're just going to be like, you won't be able to sleep. You'll be so excited, right? Because you'll finally, oh my God, I did it. I achieved this, unlocked the goal, achieved this life goal. You're then going to go to laborcentral.com/ICO and learn about the different tiers and the different options and the different ways that you can get discounts and benefits for working together with Labor Central.
Easy.
So easy.
Okay.
Totally easy.
Once I'm a roof pro,
yes.
Now I want to get on Labor Central.
Yes.
So I'm going to start with you, and then I'm going to go to John, so you guys say the same thing. How do we do it?
If you're a roof pro, you want to be on Labor Central?
Yeah.
laborcentral.com/ICO.
So easy.
Just go there.
That's it.
Really easy.
Easy peasy.
Really easy. We got our own landing page. We got our own success story, and just go there. laborcentral.com/ICO.
And John's already told you how easy it is to work through that process.
Yes.
Gentlemen, I just think this is cool. I love technology. And so it's something that I think is going to, like we talked about, really change the industry. It's something you need to be thinking about for your company, whether you're looking for work, whether you're looking for labor, skilled labor, really good labor. This is the place that you're going to start changing your industry and your company and your culture. So, John, any last thoughts?
Yeah, the only thing is, contractors change is difficult. A new way of doing things has always been hard. But just look back over the last 5 years and look at your process where you were 5 years ago to where you are now, how you've embraced technology in your business process to make you successful. Labor Central is that last key element to find that labor to install your products so you can get it done as quick as possible. ICO can ship their product as quick as possible, and you can get paid.
Yeah, it's
that easy.
I know. Last thoughts. Why is this so important?
Why is this so important? Well, I just want to go back to what we said before, right? We're helping people find work, and we're helping people have consistent work. We're building the economy, we're growing jobs, and we are doubling down on this amazing industry, which is roofing, that not enough people appreciate.
Yeah.
And we can help spread the gospel together, right?
Let's do it.
Together. So
exactly. Read, listen, watch, right?
Read, listen, watch, right now, right here.
Yes.
A couple things to remember is that when you go to laborcentral.com/IKO and you get this, download the app, you have opportunities to 10 free searches. You get to search and kind of see what it's like. You can
Yep.
get into the app. You can
That's
see
right,
what
yes.
it's all about. I think that's really important. And then you can get help, customer service. But here's the thing that's really important is it is totally bilingual. So if you're sitting out there thinking, am I going to have a language barrier? Is there going to be a
Absolutely
problem?
Nah,
No.
you're going to be great. You're going to thrive.
It's all there. It's all ready for you, and they've made it really easy with some really great people. We have to put a shout out to Jessica Chavez,
Yes,
who
Jessica's
works with
the
all
best.
of our crews, or all of the crews, and all of the contractors. She makes the whole language barrier just disappear.
Yep.
I know.
Amazing.
So, be sure to check out the directories, both for ICO on Roofers Coffee Shop and for Labor Central. You'll find all this information there. You'll be able to get it. Also, as you know, laborcentral.com/IKO. Check that out too. I have another announcement before we leave here. We have
Yes.
a very exciting announcement that John, this is more with John, sorry Jack, but I know. Roofers Coffee Shop is going to be starting a podcast. It's going to go about every other month, and it's going to be called Labor Outlook. And
Oh,
it's going
that's
to
amazing.
be sponsored by
That's amazing.
Labor Central. So we're going to be bringing experts from the field. These are going to be economists. We have speakers, HR, people who really are in technology, obviously. We have them right here.
Yep.
And we are going to have people who are going to be talking about what they're seeing in labor and what's happening. It's going to be coming to you pretty much every other month, and it will be on Roofers Coffee Shop. It will be on the homepage under the videos, sponsored by Labor Central. Thank you so much, John. I'm excited for that.
Thank you, Roofers Coffee Shop. They really have a connection to the Hispanic roofing community, and thank you for all your input.
Thank you. We love
Same to
our
you, Jack.
contractors.
Awesome. You got it.
You guys are the best. Thank you.
Come to the booth. We'll see you soon.
Come to the booth. We are going to be, the doors are opening in minutes. We have so much happening today, so many interviews. Keep joining us. Thank you for being on this RLW. It will be available on demand, so be sure to check it out. And like I said, check out those directories.
I demand it.
You demand it.
Yes.
Right now, you should be
Yeah.
demanding it. And we will see
Do
you
it.
soon with our first interviews at the IRE Coffee